Going live without me needing to go live. Ain't that about it? Ain't the AI something else? Unbelievable. Unplugged, stable. It's very stable. Goofy. Talking about the plug is unstable. Hey, this AI is about jacked up. It's about jacked up. Janky as janky can get. Push that in there. Okay. Why would it play? You know, this they're so busy wanting to learn, or whatever they call it. Gotta get another wire. Yep. Can't see you because you know they're getting everything, you know, tuned in. So it's 70, well, I know it's not 70, 74 degrees. That can't be. Dad, what's going on, man? So I'm gonna go over here. I think I'm gonna get the SBS, the what's called particle, and I'll wait until I go to Servista to get the plywood, but at least I can get those four now, and then tomorrow go back out and pick up the rest of the plywood, just for the deck, and then we can start getting walls up. I think I got to do one more installation. I think that'll be enough, and maybe two more of the 100% clear silicone. It binds the wood. So, well, you know what I mean? It can be used on wood, on lumber. So that way we can get that deck all the way together. And we can move on from there. You know what I mean? Ganja, send him some energy. He's got to go out. He's got to take the test today. So he can go ahead and get that. And then T's waiting on a call. So we send some energy out. That way he gets that call that he needs. And you know, we carry it and we keep moving forward. You know what I mean? That we can. And that's exception. You know, and for time, per se. I'd like to put the time in, make it a little later. It went live. I did not hit it for it to go live. It's comical, man. I mean, if I hit it by accident, okay, all right. So no one's fault at all. But it's like I'll be typing, and then all of a sudden it wants to make sure it's getting what I type. It is so funny. I wanted to extrapolate on something. You know, I guess you got a couple of costume characters who are no good. You know, they're always gonna say something as if they're doing it carefully with their hidden accounts. And look, I'm not, see this whole thing, I'm not against bad police. I'm against anything bad for those who interpret it however they interpret it. You know, and there's nothing that can be done to stop that. Only they can. Accusations. You know, they can hold on to it, they can do whatever they want. I don't really give two flying. You all on this side of the road, partner. What the heck? But it's comical to say the least. You know, you expect, and you know what? I always say, I don't expect nothing of anyone or anything or anybody. You're going to do whatever you're going to do. But what people tend to forget, and even in the Masonic teachings, for every action there is an opposite. And some people believe they control it. Believe, lack of knowledge of knowing. But you can be conditioned to accept and think you know. Already. Ooh, that's kind of windy, ain't it? But I'm still gonna pick up some a few things. I want to get that Smith particle, and I'm also looking at a couple of 2x4s. Should have picked them up last month, but like I said, I dolled out $700. Hey, mamma mia. You know what I mean? You think I feel some kind of way? No, I'm looking at it logistically. I didn't have to, and there's no qualms. I did it. You know. Well, they're spraying like they're going crazy. I was actually looking at somebody had flying today, and they were recording, and it was blue, and then here they are still spraying like they're retarded. You can't make this up. What's viable, right? And yet, AIPAC is still ruling the weakest in government, and y'all look at them as if they're powerful. Because you know why? You lay on the military, and all of you, some of you are ex-military, some of you have relatives in the military. It's not my fault if they don't know how to make proper choices. Yet, didn't they, during the last administration, do their best to shoot them up with that shit? A lot of veterans. And kudos to the smart ones in the police department everywhere that said no. Now, there are some people who are doing fine who got it. I don't know if it's placebo or if it's relegated to certain individuals. I couldn't tell you. I am just aware that there's those who have went back. And there are a lot on the police department that were hired on during the last administration that never got it. Tell me how that works. Who are they? I mean, you got characters speaking with a strong Creole, you know, yeah, mark on budget on the police force here. It was never a thing. I mean, you got to look at things, and you've got to be logistical. You got to question. We've got friends. We got my boy Fear None Everlasting. He's in I think St. Lucius or something like that. Anyway, and I have a few other people who live in the Caribbean, you know, Hebrew brothers, and they talk about all this, how perverse, how corrupt the police are. So if you really study what it takes to join the police department here, and this is not knocking the police, it's just looking at it. You question when I was talking about the ones who can't hardly speak English. The fact that I shared with you that there is an amendment or whatever it was that where people who are not citizens can join. You know, y'all allow your government to do what they do. I'm not knocking it, but y'all allow it. There's no cohesion. And the first thing y'all lean on is racists. Like, man, stop leaning on them. Like I said, I know some ex-racists, boy. The stories they can tell. Not very bright. Yet the reality is, y'all permitted it. Y'all have allowed it. It doesn't matter how you want to look at it. The majority of y'all are not incarcerated. You're not felons, whatever it is, right? A lot of you believe that you're in a better position. What has a better position gotten you? It's gotten you the very things that are going on, that are happening right now. Is that really a better position? Or a facsimile of how you process thought? You felt like you were because you weren't dealing with the other things, right? Well, that's felt. That's a feeling. Does that feeling mean it's truthful? Why is that nobody ever look at these things? Come on now. Green up. I'm trying to charge my little ninja up. I mean, think about it. You know? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do laugh, man. I guarantee you can tell you there are times I'll be laughing. I know he don't have a clue as to what I'm laughing about. And I, you know, an undertone giggle or something. Because I'm looking at things and I'm going, you can't make this up. You know, come on, guys. I gotta wash clothes too, so that's gonna take up most of my time. what can I say? I mean, what is there to say? You know, I'm not the antagonist. I'm not a protagonist. I'm none of that. None of it. But the issue is the greatest number. I don't. Well, I know. They got everybody so divided. It's just unbelievable. And the funny thing about white supremacists, and that's why I tell y'all to pay attention. They couldn't win a goddamn fight. They couldn't fight their way out of a wet paper bag if they decide that they thinking that it's going to be a civil war and they're going to get little kudos here and there. They would get overran. They would be destroyed. Now you got those who can fake it. You got those in certain positions. But people would turn around and look at these in actions, and they'd be eradicated so quickly, so friggin' quickly. And in their sick minds, that's what they're hoping for. I don't get it, but you know what I mean? It is the dumbest stuff I've. Oh. Like seriously. Man, hey, I tell you what, I'm gonna let you go right by me, bro. You can speed all you want, cuz. Come on up there. Zoom. Search, get. But I got stuff at Walmart too. I might do that first. Pick up some propane. Then I'm gonna hit the laundry, and then I'll grab the wood and come on back. Hopefully I get back early enough. It's 11:21. To go ahead and read. I had to take some things down to the shed. But yeah, that's how, you know, this life. You make it what it is. Doesn't matter racist, this, that, government, whether it's real or fake. Hey, who's doing what, how, behind, whatever. What matters is you. You know, what you determine and decide. Which the majority are not going to determine and decide what the proper choice is. Whatever the proper choice may be, mind you. Okay? That's like, you know, going to take a test and hoping you got a cheat book. There's no cheats. There's no cheating. Yeah. None whatsoever. All right, here we come. So I'm going to be going to Sprouts. I like my beef. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to get some stewed beef, and I'll pick it up at Sprouts. I did some calling and you know, I'm aware of what might be a pretty decent quality of meat, give or take. All right. So I wish I was back in Jersey though at the fish market. Oh man, my brothers and sisters be bringing back some good fish. I can eat fish every day, 2 or 3 times a day. Seriously. Like I said, yeah, I'm all for policing. You gotta remember, the liberals are the ones that wanted to destroy it. See, you would think that people would behave better, but you have a system, like I stated, that is corrupt. Now, one thing I like what Trump and them are doing, they're going after these judges who are using their power to elicit a narrative that has nothing to do with the Constitution or anything, but aligned to their narrative and how they see things, how they're focused on those things, and how they want to move and manipulate. That's not what they should be doing. But you know, what do you do with people who are being paid, you know, 1.2 million or 560,000. I mean, that's why are they? You see, my thing with the politics of it. If you know these things, why are they still there when, if y'all read and study, they are supposed to be immediately removed? You know, they always want to say it takes an act of Congress. Well, what do you think about your Congress? I mean, I'm just pointing it out. No indifference. I'm speaking on the things that I see people all, especially these liberal sisters. Oh my goodness. Oh, and these Karens on the other side. Oh my goodness. Hey. No wonder the media is still rolling. They don't know what's beneficial and what's not beneficial. They become so lazy to fit their convenience. You can't make this up. Benson feed. I wonder if that's feed. We're gonna build a chicken coop too. I wonder how that chicken feed is. But yeah, I said I want to take y'all on a little ride with me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, you know, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe on the way back, I might address some things I wanted to save for another day. There's so much going on. It's just, and don't let it rile your mind. Don't do that. Don't let it rile you. Just don't. All right? See things for what they are. Be the, how they say, the bigger individual. And by now, all you know that persons is not a real individual. But be the individual, be the sentient, be the organized of your existence, not the disorganized. All right? Because see, the enemy, slow or fast, is going to create laws that go against the official law of the land, which is the voice and the people. And even though you see that happening in Colorado, New Mexico, and all these different places, you would think that those individuals would stand up, like Jersey. Like a lot of brothers went to buy firearms who were very legal to do it, but it was a racist demeanor behind it, just like New York. And with all that, you would think that something else would change. Well, you have an organization, you have individuals who are not of this land, who facilitated its destruction, and who are doing their best to drag America into the sump, as they did Russia, Germany, Spain. They've done it all. It's nothing new. You know what? Let's go to Walmart first and get these propane tanks. All right? I said that in the first place. And I need to get some Pine-Sol. I don't use detergent. I use Pine-Sol when I wash. All right? Slow down red. There we go. But I mean, look at it. Just look at it and tell me and share what you find. Because a lot of people aren't commenting. You're not commenting. I'm grateful for those sharing, and continue to share it, because I know there's a lot of other people out there who might have some real knowledge in some of these things, more so than me, because I don't get involved in the politics. I just don't do it. It's not my forte. It's not why I'm here. No. I told you, for every action there is. Doesn't matter how, when, sometimes slow, sometimes fast. It doesn't matter if it's 1,000,000 years from now. Definition of years. But yeah. Oh, that's the one I need. Black one. Yeah, blue too. They want to poison y'all so bad they built another Taco Bell over here. As if they need another fast food restaurant. He can't make it up. My knees feel stronger, but they still hurt. Like, I had to climb up on the back of the truck. Well, oh my goodness. Something that's not so trivial, boy, I tell you. It was doing the Watusi on me. Oh, we got him a brand new little Chrysler. Yeah, there. Okay. Yeah, I know. Get in there, park. I know. Okay, here we go. Parking. I just don't want to hit no older ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Go in here and grab this real quick. Okay. Perfect. Perfecto mundo. Okay. All right, let me run ahead and grab this stuff right quick. I'm gonna grab a few things, wash my laundry, and then I'll go live again. And I might address a few things. I might address a few things. All right, and I like to hear your responses. Hey, Omek. Yeah, Motion, you are a freak. And do yourself a favor and clean yourself up. All right, stop being a freak. Okay, or a monkey, or whatever you want to call yourself. Oh, they're going one of my people from the vapor shop. She's cool as hell, y'all. Anyway, let me go in here and grab what I gotta grab, and we get down here, wash this laundry, and then grab the wood and stuff, and I'll come back on live, and we can further trip the light fantastic. All right. They ain't burning their Teslas up over here. And that's another thing, man. I don't want to talk about it, but oh man, what in the hell? This Tesla stuff is getting to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't you like how the little monkeys come in? Yeah, it's ugly up here in New Jersey. Deb, yo, bro. Where you at in Jersey anyway? Where you at? We're at in Jersey. Oh, let me get this, man. Let me take this a couple of sips because I need the natural sugar. Look at the little monkeys come in. Yeah, I like when they come in. West Deptford? Mantua. Okay, yeah, but that ain't bad. That ain't too bad. How is it? That wasn't too bad when I was growing up. Oh my God. Woo-wee. Put pep in your step. It's cold too. Let me go ahead and get what I got to get, and I'll see you guys here shortly. I'll close that back up. Oh, it's green. I moved out here from Georgia a year and a half ago. Okay. Man, I know Georgia still got some solid places. A lot of gang members and then that stuff is just crazy down there. But it's crazy everywhere now. So, but yeah, so I know that, man. I haven't been there I haven't been through there in a long time. I mean, a long time. Well over, I don't know, 35, 37 years. I have not been through there, man. That's a long time. So I don't even know what it looks like there anymore. The last place I was in Jersey, I think it was Vineland, because when I left Vineland, I stopped through New York, but then I made my way out this way. And I stopped over there to see a few people, and what's up? Hey, goodbyes and all that. But as far as North Jersey, well, I would say I don't know if I was South Orange, I can't. It might have been South Orange. My latest sister stays out in Montclair, 07042. Yeah. That place is like a third world. It's like a beautiful third world country, man. There's so many foreigners there. It is just unbelievable. Would have never expected that in my wildest dreams. Montclair, boy, is like, man. I mean, it's like, it is not the same. It is not the same. Me, Snoo, Big Jers, Scott Edward Wolf, a lot of us that come over here, we grew up there. Between there, New York, down south, and all that, we all grew up there. And you know what I mean? Montclair, bro. I don't want nothing to do with that place ever again, man. And you know, it's like a lot of the guys I know, they become Masons and and you know, they got to make up some. You know how it is. You know how it is back in Jersey. When people get to making money, they get different. You know what I mean? They get real different. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what's funny in this backwards? Yeah, it's some weird energy. Absolutely. You know what's funny in this little goofy made up world we in? When you got people who come from a different strain, meaning manipulated, whatever way, they want to call somebody the freak. They the freak. And I'm attempting to get them to come on in and be halfway decent. Boy, the freak will always call somebody else a freak, ain't it? To dismiss themselves. I'm still thinking about that because it's funny. I like seeing humor like that. It's so comical. Well, my answer to all these idiots is don't see me in your dreams. Or try not to. And I'm serious about that. Very serious. But yeah, Montclair, I don't want nothing to go, I don't want nothing to do with that place ever again. And unless it manifests different. Nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? It is something else. They done tore that place up, man. When I went back to see my aunt and cook and take care of my grandmother, I went down a street that was a two-way street. I knew from childhood, right? Well, from being a youngling. And you couldn't even see the sign because, you know, the trees all over. I went down, they had made it into a one-way street. I don't know if they were trying, because drugs and stuff all through there. I'm heading back to East Orange. I'm taking this one road to ride by one of a couple of my kid childhood homes, right? Miller Street, Willowdale. I was going, you know what I'm saying, to look at where things happen, my abuse, my saving and all that other stuff. And I just, I'm like, great grandmother, there's no homes there on Grove. Those are long gone. And I just like to ride and look at those things. Maybe even stop, take a picture, you know? And I turned down this street. I know very well it was a two-way street. But the mugs was on me like stank on the what the hell? Now, I had some scissor too, because I was at, you know, up at the, up all the way up the road on Wolf Ave, not that far from Whole Foods. So I had a little sip. I wasn't drunk or nothing. And I'm like, what the shit? Lights and kick dip all around. Oh, that's a nice Can-Am. Anyway, I'm like, yo. So I knew a couple of the officers, you know, mammies and pappies. And they thought I was my brother. I was like, no, man, hey. He said, hey, well, hey, look, we're going to try and get you out here. What happened? I says, dude, this is where I grew up here. I was going. They said, no, this is a one-way. I said, when did it become a one-way? There's a sign. I'm looking back. I said, a sign behind that big tree right there? How am I supposed to see that making a right onto this street? I ain't seen no one-way sign. And so a guy goes down there and goes, oh, yeah, they got to come out and cut this. I still went, and I was supposed to pay, you know, $160 or what, I don't know, some crap. And the judge was somebody who I know's daughter, and I'm sitting there going, you got to be kidding me. Money will make you act retarded and do stupid crap. Hey, Nupre, what's going on? Well, how you doing, mama? You're live yesterday, and you said a couple of things that hit home. Appreciate it. And they got me up out of there. They gave me a little ticket. He knew. He's like, you. I was like, yeah, man. I just came from, I was like, I'm heading. Want to take a picture of home. I'm reminiscing. How long you been out of the military? I said, oh yeah. He said, all right, well, we're gonna get you out of here. Just follow my boy right here. So I followed my man to give him what I needed to go down the one street. And I started to go to court. Yo, you can't make this up, man. I was like, what the, get the frick? They were solid. Like I said, there's a lot of good guys, and they got it. The procedures, the things that they have to go by. All right, hear me out. All right. And I was, for whatever was going to happen, it was okay. You know what I mean? I could have been a danger to someone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one to drink and drive. No. Because it perish. It's spirits. I mean, drink champs. Think about it. Noriega sitting there with his Dominican fat belly, smoking weed and drinking, smiling 24/7. And you look at some of those interviews. It's called drink champs for a reason. But regardless of that, you know how it is when you get caught up for a moment, you're like, everything is good. Remember, in this world, the only thing that's supposed to be on a standard of good is what you do. And my acts weren't all perfect that evening. You know what I'm saying? I was at the place, had a meal, had a couple of drinks, got in my head, go take some pictures in the dusk of dawn, well, the sunset, excuse me, get this little certain ambient to the pictures. I tell you what, don't be out here messing up, doing things that's gonna get you in trouble. You hear me? You know what I mean? Keep this. I appreciate you. Anyway, let me get into what I gotta do because I don't want to be out all night, and I'll get with you guys here in a little bit. All right? I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. All right, let me go and do what I gotta do.